Good morning, I'm Rifki Nurafa Ramadan from SMK Merdeka. I'm the second speaker and I will continue what the first speaker talking about. Deforestation and forest fires from palm oil plantations in Kalimantan and Sumatra in 2025. Facts and real evidence. Land clearing for palm oil in 2025, massive deforestation continued in Kalimantan and Sumatra due to land clearing for palm oil plantations. Large companies, despite claiming to adhere to sustainable practices, continued to illegally burn land to speed up the opening of plantations. Data from KLHK, Ministry of Environment and Forestry in 2025, KLHK, recorded that over 10,000 hectares of forest in Kalimantan were opened illegally, mostly for palm oil and pulp plantations. These forest fires not only destroyed by but also caused smoke pollution, which affected the health of the public and spread to neighboring countries such as Malaysia and Singapore. Air pollution evidence (BMKG) or Meteorological, Climatological, and Geophysical Agency noted that air quality in Kalimantan reached dangerous levels during the fire season, causing over 1 million people to suffer from respiratory illness. Related legal actions. Law number 32 of 2009 on environmental protection and management. According to this law, companies found guilty of polluting the environment through forest fires can face fines up to billions of rupiah and criminal penalties if they are proven to have intentionally polluted. Law number 41 of 1999 on forestry also prohibits land clearing through burning. Violating companies can face heavy sanctions, including the revocation and operating permits. Number two, marine pollution by mining and oil companies in Cendrawasih by 2025. Facts and real evidence. Oil spill by PT Freeport in 2025. A major oil spill occurred in the waters of Cendrawasih Bay caused by a leak from offshore platform owned by PT Freeport Indonesia. This oil spill threatens the rich marine ecosystem in the area and disrupted the livelihood of local fishermen. Related illegal actions. Law number 32 of 2009 on environment protection and management. Based on this law, PT Freeport Indonesia could face fines and be required to rehabilitate the marine ecosystem that was damaged by the oil spill. International Maritime Pollution Convention or MARPOL, the company could also face sanctions under international law regulating marine pollution. Number three, Citarum River pollution by textile industry in West Java in 2025. Facts and real evidence. Pollution by textile industry in 2025, the Citarum River in West Java once again became a focus of concern due to severe pollution caused by textile industry waste. Around the regions of Bandung and Bekasi, several major textile companies were accused of dumping chemical and dewash directly into the river without proper treatment. Water pollution evidence. The Ministry of Environment and Forestry or KLHK found that the biochemical oxygen demand or BOD and chemical oxygen demand or COD levels in the Citarum River were far above safe limits, causing severe damage to the aquatic system in the river. Health impacts. The polluted water in the Citarum River also affected over 500,000 people who relied on the river for daily needs, from drinking water to irrigation. Skin diseases and digestive disorder become common complaints among the people using the river water. Related legal action. Law number 32 of 2009 on environmental protection and management. Under this law, companies dumping waste recklessly can face criminal penalties and fines up to rupiah 10 billion. Government Regulation Number 22 of 2021 and Environmental Management. This regulation requires companies to have wastewater treatment and facilities that meet standards and environmental protection. Number 4. Deforestation by pulp and paper companies in Papua in 2025. Facts and real evidence. Forest destruction in Papua in 2025. Deforestation caused by pulp and paper companies in Papua resulted in the destruction of highly biodiverse tropical forests. A major company with a land concession for a pulp and paper production was found have illegally logged trees in protected forest areas. Deforestation evidence. Greenpeace Indonesia reported that the company had felled centuries-old trees, which should have been protected by government regulation on conservation forests. Satellite imagery revealed that over 50,000 hectares of forest were lost to illegal operations. Related legal action. Law number 41 of 1999 on forestry. Illegal logging of or logging outside the permitted concession areas could lead to imprisonment and fines of up to 5 billion rupiah. Violating conservation forest areas could result in up to 5 years in prison and hefty fines. Law number 32 of 2009 on environmental protection and management, companies found to be causing significant environmental damage could face administrative sanctions and criminal prosecution. Conclusion and necessary actions. The cases outlined above demonstrate that large companies are often involved in serious environmental violations, whatever through illegal deforestation, water and marine pollution, or forest fires that harm ecosystem. Although Indonesia has a fairly robust legal framework to address these issues, enforcement of these laws is often insufficient due to the political and economic influence of large companies. The motion supporting violent actions against companies that damage the environment could be seen as arising from the feeling that existing illegal measures are not enough or do not provide sufficient deterrence or for violators. Such actions should still be considered carefully. Environmental activism, though often peaceful, may need to evolve to push for more rapid and tangible change. Thank you.